Shit crazy, bro. That shit had me hot, and niggas like they call themselves bullying somebody, bro. And I know it's Lear, bro. It's hard to defend Lear, but all that shit was uncalled for because Lear inboxed him about some shit and he wanted to go take it to the page. That's bullshit. And then it's 30 niggas. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. It's 30 niggas out here egging the shit on because it's Lear. It's Lear.
So I sent everything to Lear that I talked to Jared about, and he goes, well, I told Jared, I go, you might as well just remove Lear, because Lear ain't gonna hold that shit in, dude. No one should. Grown-ass man's not gonna sit there and get fucking made fun of, dude, and his own stuff. Because he's afraid of a fucking getting moved from a league.
From a fucking mad league. This shit ain't real life. That's another thing. Nigga was talking sideways out his neck. That shit don't fly with nobody else but who you think you can disrespect. I.e. Lear. Because any other nigga, like, you not untouchable. I don't know where I think he on the upper northeast, but like, it's niggas out there. Shit, Lear not that far from you. I was like, man, you not gonna disrespect me about none of that shit. That shit had me hot yesterday, bro. That shit cute.
He just had like a different tone, like in the inbox and
of course, bro.
I feel bad.
Of course, and that's that pussy shit I'm talking about, bro. Niggas don't be the same niggas that they claim, bro. Like, niggas change. Niggas is like chameleons, bro. One thing about me, I'm gonna be the same nigga I am on social media and real life.
Coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. There on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
But on 3rd down, you'll give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big first down on a fake punt. What a call, 16 yards. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive, fake punt. They got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. first drive of the game. If we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
The score, Browns 10. Panthers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
At the 30-yard line.
Good throw there to start the second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick 6. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. It's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. Escaping the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of
that run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in. And
he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On second down, Holiday. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
For the running back.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Yards. First down, Cleveland.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Is good.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Play action. It's Jackson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
They'll take over.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Harrison Bryant.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
No gain on.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chandler Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Final play of the half. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
Good work.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Play brings up third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again, Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Completion here to Claypool. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
4 yards. Complete to Chase Claypool. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
1st down.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jeremy Chin picks it off. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. On 1st down, Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
on the carry.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Holiday. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6, escaping the pressure right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
It's now 2nd.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Second and 11 at the 41. They'll try the left side. Holiday. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down, 3 down. 40 worth the mark, 40 worth the mark. Check, 41. Hey, check.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Tonight's final score, Browns.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. Sticks and stones, they do. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama